next 1 or 2 weeks, as both are expected to visit the state within a gap of few days. While PM Modi likely to visit Nagaland on October 28 as part of his Northeast tour, President Draupadi Murmu expected to arrive on early week of November. In order to take action regarding unpaid wages and retirement benefits, Joint Action Committee of Nagaland Pulp and Paper Company Limited calls for general election on November 9 at Sudidong. Workers have not received salaries from August 27 and retired or employees who died have not received dues from September 2015. Inaugural program of the annual Games and Sports of Newman Higher Secondary School held in Tobu. As special guest on the occasion, Tobu Additional Deputy Commissioner Chuba Tumjan emphasizes on sports activities at school to keep students mentally and physically fit. A day after Congress gets its new president, the Grand Old Party resumes Bharat Jodo Yatra from Banavasi village of Andhra Pradesh's Kurnool district on Thursday. As Yatra enters its 43rd day, Rahul Gandhi along with other party leaders to cover Mugati, Halaharvi and Kula Devakunta in the Kurnool district during the Andhra leg of the march. Heavy rains across Bengaluru hits normal life with roads being waterlogged, trees uprooted and damage of many vehicles over incessant downpour in last few hours. Meteorological Department issued a yellow alert indicative of the heavy rain that likely to continue till October 23. Hello viewers, I Lomika Chumi welcome you all to Nltv News Now. Now we will look into the news in detail. In order to express gratitude for the overwhelming support during the presidential polls, President Draupadi Murmu is expected to visit Nagaland on the first week of November. As informed by the officials, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also expected to visit the state on October 28 during his Northeast tour and will address a public rally at Indira Gandhi Stadium in Kohima. PM Modi's Nagaland visit will hold a significance as it will happen amid a public demand to expedite the Naga peace talks, upcoming state assembly elections next year, and the demand for frontier Nagaland statehood. Earlier, the Eastern Nagaland People's Organization had announced that it will not take part in electoral process of centre and state till the demand for separate state is fulfilled. In order to take action regarding the unpaid wages and retirement benefits, the Joint Action Committee of Nagaland Pulp and Paper Company Limited has called for a general meeting on November 9 at Sudikong. Nagaland Pulp and Paper Company Limited, commonly known as Tuli Paper Mill Workers, have not received their salaries from August 2017 and the employees who died have not received their pension dues from September 2015. JAC President A. Kika Lenda opined that the government had promised to take steps to resolve the issue during a meeting held in August 11. The JAC also informed that as the stipulated time period is over without any positive signs from the state government, the committee has called on all employees to the meeting, which will be held on November 9 to decide on further course of action. While addressing the District Planning Development Board meeting on October 19, Deputy Commissioner of Tumugidima, Abhinav Shivam, informed that the district has been designated as the election district. The DC also urged the head of the departments under the district to be mentally prepared for rendering services in terms of manpower. Shivam also advised the department heads to give agendas for betterment of the society during the meeting. District TB officer highlighted the information of National Elimination Program with special focus to Newland, Chumukidima and Dimapur districts. The meeting also emphasized on opening of new schools, namely Royal Schools at Tilakha Village and Greenfield Academy School at Ganesh Nagar, which were approved by the members. The proposal for registration of a Biblical Leadership Institute, Dansaripar, was also recommended by the board. An inaugural program of the annual Games and Sports of Newman Higher Secondary School in Tobu was held on Thursday, where the Additional Deputy Commissioner of Tobu, Chuba Tumjan, graced the occasion as special guest. During his speech, Tumjan thanked the principal, Reverend Father Anthony Samay, for inviting him and further stated that sports activities at school plays a very important role as it keeps the student mentally and physically fit and healthy. The inaugural program included a drill display by junior students and oath-taking which was done by senior captains along with a march past by 8 contingents of different groups.
ADC Tobu Headquarters hereby declare the annual sports and games of Newman Higher Secondary School, Tobu 2022 open. Thank you. And that I wish that not only today, but even tomorrow or in the days to come, I think our school will lead in the chapter of imparting quality education and even higher education in the days to come. Today we talk about various aspects of skill development. But on the other hand, we need to have a look at the right educational quality as well as perspective. Because for me, I feel and then I can say that education and building of character is the basis and is above skill development. Because we have a lot of literate people today. But what I feel is that it is better to be uneducated rather than being an ill-educated. We have a lot of educational institutions running today, private as well as government institutions. But when young boys and girls are ill-educated, that brings more social problem, more religious problem, more political problem, that which we are seeing today. So I think the right perspective is
Modern Institute of Teacher Education celebrated its 10th graduation day in Kohima on Wednesday. The program was graced by the Principal Director of School Education, Tavasalin K, as the chief guest. While addressing the public in the program, Tavasalin stressed on effective transactions in the teaching-learning process and pedagogical reforms. The principal of MITE, Dr. Kath Danesh Kumar, encouraged the teachers to pursue what they want to and also highlighted the achievements of MITE. The program was attended by Vice President of MITESU, Masinyo Lothi, along with several other dignitaries. During a district-level coordination committee meeting held on October 18 in the conference hall of District Hall of Zinaboto, 4 schools in 6 villages under Zinaboto district have been declared tobacco-free. The meeting was held in order to discuss agendas of District AIDS Prevention and Control Unit, National Tuberculosis Elimination Program, and National Tobacco Control Program. District Nodal Officer of NTCP, Dr. Easter Nguli, informed that the district was fortunate to have received a carbon monoxide monitoring device to check the lung condition of smokers. Muli also urged officials to sensitize the public so that they can avail the free services. The officer also requested the officials to promote information about the smoke-free campaign and implement stern action against offenders. Extra Assistant Commissioner of Zanaboto, Victorio Metas, presented tobacco-free certificates to the representatives of the 4 schools in the meeting. The Assam government, during a cabinet meeting on Wednesday, has decided to present scooters to the top performers in higher secondary exam. 29,748 girl students who secured first division and 6,052 boys who secured a 75% and above in the examination will be presented scooters. Reportedly, Assam government will incur around rupees 259 crore in presenting the scooters. This bid by the Assam government is to encourage students to perform better in higher secondary exams. Assam Police's war against drugs continues as one more suspected drug trafficker has been arrested by Assam Police from East Karbi Anglong's Bogajan on Tuesday. The police has recovered and seized 664 grams of heroin worth rupees 2 crore, which were hidden inside 50 soap boxes in a car. The arrested trafficker has been identified as Sirajuddin and is a resident of the Karimganj district. In another operation, police recovered 30,000 Yaba tablets from a vehicle in Delhi. 3 people from Manipur identified as Kamal Hussain, Rakbul Hussain and Sagir Ahmed were arrested in this connection. A day after the result declaration of Congress presidential election, Rahul Gandhi resumed Bharat Jodo Yatra from the Banavasi village of Kurnool district in Andhra Pradesh on Thursday. It is the 43rd day of the Yatra and Rahul Gandhi, along with other party leaders, will cover Mugati, Halaharvi and Kalu Devakunta in the Kurnool district. Rahul Gandhi will pay obeisance at Sri Raghavendra Swami Math in the evening, followed by a brief meeting with Sri Subhidendra Tritha in Mantralayam. Notably, the Yatra on Thursday will make a night stay at Chetni Halli. It is to be mentioned that the Padyatra entered Andhra Pradesh on 18th October. The president of Bharatiya Janata Party, J.P. Nadda, will hold a meeting with top party leaders of Rajasthan in Delhi on Friday, with discussion of the recent political developments in Rajasthan is the purpose of the meeting. The staff core committee meeting will include many dignitaries, including union ministers from Rajasthan, BJP state president Satish Punia, as well as the leader of the opposition in Rajasthan Assembly, Gulab Chand Kataria. Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi will pay a visit to Kedarnath and Badrinath on October 21, where he will perform puja at the shrine and lay the foundation stone of connectivity projects worth more than rupees 3,400 crore. Furthermore, Modi will also review the progress of development work of the riverfront, followed by laying the foundation stone of road and ropeway projects at Mana village. Opposing the move of AIIMS director, the Federation of Resident Doctors Association and other doctors' association have registered protests against the standard operating procedures for sitting member of parliament. Notably, AIIMS Delhi director Dr. M. Srinivas on Wednesday wrote a letter to Lok Sabha Joint Secretary Y.M. Kantpal over streamlining of outpatient department and emergency consultation, inpatient hospitalization services for members of parliament. Following this SOP issued by AIIMS director, Froda stated that it condemns VIP culture so that no patient should suffer at the cost of another's privileges. Meanwhile, doctors from all over the country are constantly tweeting and opposing the decision taken by the AIIMS director. Four activists of the banned outfit Popular Front of India were arrested by Maharashtra Anti-Terrorism Squad from Panvel in Maharashtra on Thursday. An official statement that those arrested include a local member of the banned outfit's State Expansion Committee, a local unit secretary and two other workers based on special information regarding a meeting of the two functionaries of the PFI. A search was conducted by PFI in Panvel and 4 persons were arrested. Furthermore, after questioning, all 4 PFI activists were arrested under Section 10 of the Stringent Unlawful Activities. Notably, PFI and its associates were banned for 5 years by the government for accusations of having links with global terror groups like ISIS. In connection with an accused money laundering case, a Mumbai court on Wednesday extended NCP leader Nawab Malik's judicial custody for 14 days. Malik is currently admitted to a hospital in Kurla, where he is undergoing treatment. The Enforcement Directorate detained the former Maharashtra minister on February 23 in accordance with the Prevention of Money Laundering Act as part of an investigation in a probe linked to the activities of a fugitive gangster Dawood Ibrahim and his associates. After the heavy rainfall lashed out at Bengaluru, several roads were waterlogged, trees were uprooted and many villages were damaged on Wednesday evening. The Meteorological Department has issued a yellow alert indicative of heavy rain that it said will continue till October 23. The heavy rainfall led to the collapse of a wall near Majestic that resulted in damaging several four-wheelers parked on the road. Notably, the authority has declared schools closed and office goers were asked to work from home. External Minister S. Jaishankar met United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres in Gujarat's Yatra Nagar on Wednesday. The duo held decisions regarding the global impact of the Ukraine-Russia war as well as the situation in Afghanistan and Myanmar. S. Jaishankar further informed that discussions regarding United Nations reform, G20, climate change and food security were held during the meeting. Earlier, Guterres also paid tribute to the victims of 26/11 terror attacks at Taj Hotel and addressed students at the Indian Institute of Technology. British Prime Minister Liz Truss is facing a huge backlash following her tax-cutting economic plan. The opposition and Truss's own Conservative Party raised several hostile questions to Truss on Wednesday, as Truss attended her first session of Prime Minister's questioned since newly appointed Treasury Chief Jeremy Hunt ripped up the tax-cutting package unveiled by her new government less than a month ago. Notably, Truss's government announced a package of unfunded tax cuts on September 23, which sparkled a turmoil on financial markets, hammering the value of the pound and increasing the cost of UK government borrowing. Furthermore, the Bank of England was forced to intervene to prevent the crisis from spreading to the wider economy and putting pension funds at risk. Meanwhile, Truss fired her ally Wasi Warrington as Treasurer Chief, replacing him with Cabinet veteran Hunt on Monday. Furthermore, Truss apologized to Parliament and admitted she had made mistakes during her short tenure as the UK's head of government, but insisted that by changing course, she had taken responsibility and made the right decisions in the interests of the country's economic stability. Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi and UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres launched the Mission Life on Thursday in Gujarat. The main aim of the launch is to save the planet from the disastrous climate change. While addressing the gathering during the launch of program, Modi stated that Mission Life will strengthen the concept of a pro-people planet as it aims at following a three-pronged strategy for changing people's collective approach towards sustainability. On the other hand, Guterres also said that everyone should try to protect the planet at any cost. Many dignitaries, including Gujarat Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel, along with External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, were present during the program.
भावी पीढ़ी
और एक समुदाय के तौर पर उन्हें इस धरती के लिए, इस प्लेनेट के लिए कुछ न कुछ जिम्मेवारी उठानी चाहिए, खुद ने भी कुछ करना चाहिए। लोग जानना चाहते हैं कि अपने खुद के प्रयत्न में या परिवार के साथ और अपने समुदाय के साथ मिलकर वो कौन से कदम उठा सकते हैं जिससे धरती की सुरक्षा हो सके, इस पृथ्वी की सुरक्षा हो सके। इन सारे सवालों का जवाब मिशन लाइफ में है। मिशन लाइफ का मंत्र है लाइफस्टाइल फॉर एनवायरनमेंट। व्यक्तिगत प्रयासों की कामना के साथ ही आज ये मिशन लाइफ का ये विजन दुनिया के सामने रख रहा हूं। मिशन लाइफ इस धरती की सुरक्षा के लिए जन जन की शक्तियों को जोड़ता है, उनका बेहतर इस्तेमाल करना सिखाता है।
And there isn't a larger challenge in our world today than the climate crisis. But this Lifestyles for the Environment initiative is designed to highlight an essential and hopeful truth. All of us, individuals and communities, can and must be part of the solution of protecting our planet and our collective future.
Following a major fire breakout, the giant dome of the Jharkhand Islamic Center Grand Mosque in Indonesia collapsed on Wednesday. The dome was destroyed by a fire during its renovation and 10 fire engines being dispatched to the scene. Police have been investigating the cause of the fire and have questioned contractors working in the building. Officials informed that no casualties were reported. Amid the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine, Indian Embassy in Ukraine on Wednesday has asked Indian nationals to leave the country as soon as possible. An advisory by Indian Embassy in Kyiv also reads that Indian nationals are advised to not travel to Ukraine. The intense situation between Russia and Ukraine is worsening every passing second as Moscow is carrying out retaliatory missile strikes targeting various Ukrainian cities in response to a huge blast in Crimea nearly 2 weeks ago. Dear viewers, that's all we have for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV.
Do you dream to become a reporter?
Or want to be a news anchor?